Hey, I'm Jana,
I'm Angie.
and we're going to be talking about fall and winter wellness for a few minutes. So, we're going to try to do a little quick run through of our class that we've hosted a couple of times. That just talking about being proactive in the fall and winter season, the icky season. There's lots of stuff going around. I know some people have already had the flu around here. And so we're just gonna talk about being proactive, okay?
Because so many people will call and say, "Oh my gosh, I've got
Mm-hmm.
this. What do I do?" Well, it's a whole lot easier just to stay healthy.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of sometimes thought to be easier said than done,
Yes.
but when you have an arsenal like we do, it's pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. And we should start this by saying that she's a nurse, but we're not doctors.
No, we're not.
We're mamas, and we are not here to prescribe, diagnose, or treat.
No.
We have a lot of good experience, and we have a lot of resources that we use to learn about ways to just stay well, and so that's what we want to pass along to you.
Yeah, these are just tips and tricks that we have found that we use in our homes. They've worked for us, and
absolutely,
you have to do your own research.
Yeah. You're the gatekeeper of your home, and if you don't want to be running to the quick care all the time, there's things that we can do to help ourselves. So we're going to get started, and we're going to talk about prevention, about a lot of prevention things, and we're going to talk about some things that if you're not feeling it, you can do too.
So my favorite prevention has to be the Thieves household cleaner. I had so many cleaners in my house. Windows, floors, counters, tubs, toilets, it just goes on and on. And this is amazing. 1 cap full of this makes a spray bottle.
Yep, this is a 16-ounce spray bottle.
And this can be used for everything in your home. I didn't use it on windows for years because I thought there's no way that it would not streak those windows.
Hardcore Windex, person here, and it works.
It does.
Totally.
So 1 bottle. I use it on my floors. I spray it as I go along mopping. And, I have a couple different bottles around the house. That way it's just handy wherever. But when you can use a product that doesn't have toxic chemicals in it, we don't realize what the chemicals are doing to us. So, that could be a big reason why we get ill.
It's a toxic load, basically.
I used to work around someone that used more Lysol wipes, sprays, and they were so sick. They had such horrible respiratory problems all the time, always in the doctor, and it's just not the best for our systems.
Absolutely.
So, that's a good way to keep your house clean and keep yourself healthy at the same time.
And with that, other thing by the sink is Thieves hand soap. And so Thieves hand soap, it's a foaming soap, just for, bathrooms, kitchen sinks, all the sinks. And rather than, I'm not a big fan of the antibacterial movement. And so I just, I want to keep my bacteria. I'm sorry, okay?
Yes.
I want my bacteria because we have good bacteria that has a job to do. And so we haven't used that antibacterial in years and years. But that Thieves is, it has clove, rosemary, lemon, eucalyptus. So did I forget one? That's lemon. And so it's that combination of oils is a powerhouse to do what it needs to do to clean our hands, to keep us, get those yuckies off, but not stripping down the bacteria that we need to help our bodies out. And I might add that if you're not familiar with Thieves, we didn't talk about that. We just got so excited. So this is the bottle of Thieves oil, essential oil. This is Thieves Vitality. You can take this internally. You can diffuse this. You can use it topically. You can use it all the different ways of our oils. But it basically is based on a legend from the 15th century about these robbers, that they were robbing the dead and dying homes during the Black Plague. And so the authorities finally captured them, and they were spice traders. And conveniently, they had come up with this blend of their spices that they were either putting on them, or we don't know all the details, but they were using these spices to keep themselves from coming down with the the plague. So basically they it says, centuries later, we know that the secret blend of clove, rosemary, and other botanicals contained powerful and naturally derived constituents that may have protected these bandits from their demise. And so all of these products are derivative from the thieves' oil. So a lot of times people get confused when we talk about thieves, because they may know about the thieves' cleaner, but they don't know about the oil, or vice versa. So I just throw that in.
Yeah. And then there are these handy little goodies that you can carry along with you. The hand purifier. You can keep it in your pocket, in your purse. The kids can keep it in their backpack. A quick little squirt to help purify your hands. And then the thieves' spray. So I use this preventatively, and also when I'm not feeling all that great. So this is a spray. You can use it on your hands, just a quick little mist. When you go to the grocery store, you can clean the cart with it.
It smells so good.
You can use it in your car, just for an air freshener, a breath freshener. If my throat's not feeling so good, I spray it on the back of my throat. Any other,
it's great to travel with if you're getting on a plane.
I like spraying the roof of my mouth when I'm not feeling quite so well. So it's so handy and versatile. And that, like the soap, it is not going to strip your hands of that good bacteria.
The other thing I'd like to say, just on the really being proactive, is good gut health. So gut health, they say your gut is your second brain. You may have heard this. It's kind of some new knowledge, I think, to us in general. But probiotics, if you don't have a good probiotic, you should look into that, because this is This is Life 9, which is a probiotic supplement that I've actually just recently been taking consistently. And so I'm just trying to do good here with that. But it's got 17 billion active cultures of probiotics. And so I do believe in the power of good gut health. And so if you want to stay well, all encompassing, gut health is a part of that. So
next I've got the thieves' cough drops and the lozenges. So
it's hard to know where to go.
These are great, and they're so powerful. It's almost like the owl, the how many licks to get to the center of the lollipop.
A lot.
It's like you want to lick it once and wrap it back up, because you don't need the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I literally sent Cash with, I think, 2 or 3 of these to school, because he had been kind of coming down with something this last week, and that was one of our measures that we did. And like if you would have sent, and they taste good, they don't taste like weird or icky or any, they taste good. And I sent him with like 2 or 3, and he came back with one, which is saying something, because I was like, I keep knowing he's just gonna eat these for fun. But he's, they just last a long time, and they do the job. So okay, what else? What have I got here? We're going to talk more about oils, or we talked about everything on your side.
Everything over here.
Well, I'll mention Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is a good way if you are a supplement person and you want to go that route. You definitely you need antioxidants, and antioxidants are the things that are going to combat that oxidative stress. And you just, oxidizing just means aging, living, breathing. And so anything that you can do to slow that process down, and that has to do with coming down with stuff too. So this is a great just daily. You just need an ounce or 2 ounces at the most of a daily dose of this, and it's just a superfood wolfberry and other berry puree supplement. And I use usually about 1 ounce a day, and I'm good to go. So
yeah, and the taste is so good.
Yeah.
Usually the kids love it, pets love it.
You give it to your dog. You're crazy.
He's my little baby boy. But also the kids really enjoy if you put it in the freezer and freeze it. Then you can cut the top off, and it's like a popsicle.
Yeah,
and they're so good.
We've actually had Ninja slushies when we went to convention, and that was probably the highlight of my life. It was so good. Back on the supplements. Speaking of supplements, I've got Super C and Inner Defense. So this is Super C is one that you would want to take daily. It's just a C supplement. It's a chewable. It does come. There is a Super C that's not a chewable if you don't want to chew it. This has orange peel and camo powder, and then it is just your kind of your basic C supplement. Although all of Young Living's supplements are infused with essential oils, which makes that more bioavailable to your body because the molecules of the essential oils are so small. It's easier for your body to use those supplements. And then the other one I mentioned is Inner Defense. And so Inner Defense, this is kind of like Thieves in a capsule, basically.
Yeah, on steroids. Thieves on steroids.
And I mentioned that Cash had already come home last week and just really got a lot of upper respiratory junk going on. And he was just kind of, ugh. And so I immediately started, in times of distress, you can do these like 3 times a day. And so that's what we did. We did, if I could get him to take it 3 times, we did. So he was about 3 times a day, and did that with diffusing Thieves at night and Super C, and he didn't progressively get worse. He improved. So we're really grateful for those.
I will say on that Inner Defense, make sure you're eating something with it.
Yes,
because it can be a little bit heavy on your stomach if you don't. And then when you do have that respiratory issue, I love, let's see if I can get these turned around the right way, Raven and RC. Yes. To me, they're pretty interchangeably. I keep one always on my nightstand and one in my purse. I'm very sensitive to different smells and chemicals, and I might go in a clothing store and immediately start having breathing issues. Or around cats. So usually 1 or 2 minutes, just either smelling it or rubbing it on my chest, and the symptoms disappear. So I keep one of those with me at all times, and it's just so quick when you have respiratory issues. It feels good. It's real soothing on your skin.
And I'll just say that this is a blend of a lot of the eucalyptuses, several of the eucalyptus oils. So this is it'll open you up like super fast and very breathe easy oil. And this one's a little more, I would say, like a Vicks smell.
It's going to have wintergreen in it.
It's got the wintergreen, so it's got a little bit more of the menthol-y kind of smell to it. So again, it kind of depends on how I'm feeling, which one I would go for. If I really want to clear out my airways, I'd probably go for the RC, but interchangeably. So, and also, the Raven comes in the premium starter kit, so that is a good thing to note as well. And then the other 2 that we pulled out for wellness is peppermint and lemon. So lemon, let's see, and Thieves. You put frankincense in it too, right? So lemon, Thieves, and frankincense make a great tea.
And peppermint I use.
I use peppermint too?
All 4.
Okay. So there's it's called Thieves Tea, and that's just a little, hot water, not, super boiling, but just hot water, and putting those oils in there with a little bit of honey. And we actually have a recipe for that, and we can share. We have that, a little sheet to share with this video. But Thieves Tea is great. I mean, I personally like to breathe it more, and she breathes it and drinks it. But it's you get the vapors from the oil, but you also take the vitality oils internally, and that is.
And it's very strong, so you probably will have to close your eyes.
Yes.
When you're sitting there smelling it.
Yeah.
Because it's so strong. But as you're smelling it and ingesting it, you can feel it.
Yes.
It's opening everything.
And then the last one is peppermint. Peppermint, it's just another good one just for kind of open up your breathing, just respiratory support. And I just kind of like to mention that if you just, don't have one of the other ones, it's a good one as well. And so another tip with the Thieves oil is just to roll this on daily as that proactive. We'd rather to be proactive than reactive, and just make a roller ball. It's super easy to make a roller ball. About 15 to 20 drops of your oil in a 10 ml roller bottle, which I don't think I have one right here, but or you can put a top on one of your roller fitment tops on the top of this oil, and so you can put on the bottom of the feet, the kids every morning before socks, at night down the spine, and those places are great to just do a daily rub of the oil. So that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah. And we love to teach. We love to answer questions.
Yeah.
Let us know what you're thinking, and if you have tips that you're using, we'd love to hear about them.
Absolutely.
And but we'd love the community and the interaction with everybody. So we can't wait to hear from you.
So, and I'll wherever we post this, I'll try to post this little PDF. And if you hear this and you want the PDF, just let me know because I can send it to you. Okay. And
so you can find us at the Oily Gospel on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep. So y'all have a good evening and stay well. Happy oiling.
Bye-bye.
Bye.